All right, so we're live here with Val, the organizer of Storm Area 51. They Can't Stop All of Us event on Facebook. Hey, Val, how's it going?
Hello. Pretty good. Going pretty good.
Thanks for being on the show. So I got to say, this event seemed to just kind of go viral like in a matter of like a day. The last time I checked, there's like a 500,000 people here signed up that said they're going, and another like 500,000 marked interested. Are you surprised by the reaction?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because the page didn't have very many followers beforehand. Like when I had initially posted, I think we were at like 62 likes, and it was just kind of stagnated there. It didn't get any more. Didn't really lose any. And then I posted this event on June 27th at like 2 a.m. and it sat at around 60 people interested. And then on Monday of last week, it just completely took off, and it's just been snowballing since then. Right now, we're sitting at 748,000 going and 676 interested.
God, that's
Totally
crazy.
unexpected.
What do you think caused that?
I don't know. The Vox article, I think, put it the best way. It's like it's conspiracy, so there's definitely going to be some interest there, and then it's really memey. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
with the shit posting culture on
It's
Facebook,
memeable.
I think it completely took off because of that. It's like kind of tongue in cheek serious, but it's still joking at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a great idea. So are you the official organizer or are you working with a partner?
I'm the official organizer. My buddy Smiley Coon, he's a streamer friend of mine. I just plugged his page kind of as a joke when it first started to take off. So he's just listed as a co-host, but he hasn't really played any part in this. I do have one other admin on the page, but he's just been kind of posting memes and helping to moderate to keep political arguments out of the discussion and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I can imagine like all the QAnon like conspiracy theorists are like, no, this is like you
Yeah.
can't open up this alien Pandora's box here. Um, so how'd you come up with the idea? Like, what, were you just kind of sitting around, smoke a little weed? You're like, you know what? I think I want to go to Area 51.
I actually don't smoke, which is the funny part. Like I have long hair and everything. I totally look the part of a stoner, but I've never really had enjoyed it. But I had watched the Joe Rogan podcast like earlier in the week, like the one with Bob Lazar and all of that. But I didn't watch the whole thing, but it just kind of had it in the back of my mind. And then I was playing World of Warcraft, being a nerd at like 2 a.m. and I was like, I got a great idea for the meme page, and I posted this, and it just completely took off.
So tell me, what is the plan of action here? Like, how's this going to work?
I don't know. Like I'm not even sure how many people are going to show up because there's a few people that are serious, but I like to divide them into two categories. There's like the people who are serious, who think that the event is serious, that just hop in and tell us that we're all stupid. And then there's people that think we're serious that are like actually down to go. But there's only been like maybe 30 people that I've seen that are actually down to go. The rest of the people just telling us that we're all going to die.
Yeah, well, I
So
think a lot of
I really don't know if anybody's going to show up. Like I kind of want to go to the meetup spot, and just like bring a barbecue and just have a cookout with the people that do show up.
So the plan is to meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction, and then
It's like 2
coordinate.
hours away from the actual base.
Okay, all right, and then coordinate the entry. And that's why I was wondering, like, who are you coordinating this with? The Men in Black, the Air Force? You guys yourselves. Like, how are you going to coordinate this?
Well, if it actually does happen, then it'll probably just be coordinated with the people there. I don't actually really want anybody to actually go on base because Deadly Force is authorized, and I don't want people to die by my hands, but it would be cool to have a bunch of internet nerds get together and just hang out.
It just kind of shows. It's like almost like a flash mob or something.
Yeah.
So the plan is just to like full on Naruto run storm the Nellis Air Force Base complex where Area 51 is housed. And you mentioned that they can't stomp all of us because, it's true that there's definitely strength in numbers. But what I'm wondering is that what if they do have like some kind of sophisticated crowd control weaponry that can give everybody like bloody diarrhea or something? Like, have you thought about that?
Yeah, they do have some crazy crowd dispersal stuff, which if enough people do show up in numbers, they'll probably deploy the non-lethals like that. But the thing that scares me the most is that if people actually do show up, it just takes one idiot with a gun, and it's going to be kind of a slaughter. So that's one thing I've been playing with the idea of taking the event down, just because I don't want that to happen.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you never know because I think a lot of people are in on the joke and a lot of people understand memes. But
Yeah.
Trump, is elected president of the country. So there's a lot of people that don't understand irony or the concept of lulls. So there's some people out there that take things seriously. And so I can imagine you're going to get like the hardcore conspiracy theorists are like, yeah, let's storm Area 51, strengthen numbers. And they show up like full camo with like machine guns or whatever.
Yeah, like it's kind of expected, and that's one thing I've been kind of worrying about. It could totally just be a peaceful protest type thing, like we want more government clarity or something like that. But it's a joke at heart, but I am kind of been afraid that those people are going to show up and kind of ruin it for everybody else.
Well, that's the thing. There's been a lot of media coverage about it, which is great because it brought a lot of attention to the page. But the media is already portraying it as, tongue-in-cheek, like it's a hoax. And so that's the thing. I'm thinking most people aren't going to think this is a real event, but more of like a fun event.
Yeah, like I tried to make it seem as much as a joke as possible. I mean, the host of the page is shit posting because I'm in shambles. The cover photo says top tier shit posting. It's talking about anime running in the description. Like it doesn't get less serious than this. And I think every news article that has come out about it so far has mentioned that it is clearly a joke, except Fox. Fox is the only one that didn't really clarify that.
I'm not surprised about that. Like Fox News is probably serious. I mean, I bet you Fox News, I don't know if it's the article I read or not, but someone called the Air Force spokeswoman, and they interviewed her. Her name's Laura McAndrews, and she declined to elaborate on specific details on the reaction the Air Force will take if people do show up. But she did issue a warning to those who may be serious. Saw that one. Yeah, she was just, and that's why I was like, wow, you must be kind of concerned about that, thinking like there might be some people taking this seriously.
I've been worried about black SUVs pulling up in front of my house since it like actually got above 100K people, but nobody's shown up so far, so I'm kind of like happy about that.
And you haven't been contacted by the FBI or anything like that?
I haven't been contacted by anybody. Like, there's been a few people that have messaged the page, but it's nobody that's actually federal. It's just people that are interested in it. I've had a bunch of people ask me if the event is serious, and I'm like, dude, look at the page you're messaging. On.
Yeah, that's the thing. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking here, if you do get into Area 51, what do you expect to find there?
Locked doors. Like honestly, if enough people get in there, there's really not much you can do because anything that's really important is going to be behind locked doors that we're going to have no way through.
Yeah, you're going to have to like steal a key card or something.
Yeah. And then aside from that too, like just getting into the actual base itself is going to be kind of a mission because I was reading that there's like 15 miles of desert between the fence line and the actual base, and that's a lot of fucking desert to cover in the middle of the night.
Dude, just do like a full-on Braveheart. Like you're in the front, get everyone all pumped up, and just charge.
That's the only way I could see it working.
So, I mean, have you ever been over there? Have you ever been to like Area 51 or the tourist attraction? Like
I've never been to that tourist attraction, but I have been in Vegas. I've been through Baker, California. I've been through the Nevada desert going to and from Vegas, but that's about my only experience in the actual area. I've gone through the Mojave, but more so in California, and it's a bitch to navigate at night, which is why I'm really not expecting huge numbers of people to show up, just because the meetup time is 3 a.m.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 a.m. It's at the Alien Center tourist attraction, and everyone's just gonna get there. I'm really curious who might. I'm actually pretty intrigued. I might actually show up for this. My co-host went to a Alien Con or something at the Dulce Air Force Base. Have you ever heard of that one?
I haven't. That sounds cool, though. Definitely sounds interesting.
Dulce is where they say, like, the lizard people live and all the different aliens, and that they've seen a lot of UFO activity there. So maybe if the Area 51 goes off well, you could go storm Dulce next.
We'll do Dulce, and then we'll, like, go storm North Korea and steal the Pyongyang hotel or something. We'll just see how ludicrous we could get with it.
Well, the other thing I was wondering, now that you've kind of like forewarned everybody, are you concerned that they might move all the whole alien operation to another base by September 20th?
I don't really think they actually have any kind of alien at Area 51 anymore, at least not since Bob Lazar originally came out with all that stuff. If there was anything extraterrestrial there, it probably would have been moved to another base a long time ago. But I think if if there's anything inside of the base, it'll probably be some cool spy planes or something like just proprietary Air Force stuff, which will be cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool to check out. And that's the thing. That, wasn't it supposed to be like where they were studying like suspicious or unknown aircraft? That was the whole point of Area 51.
Yeah. From what I understand, anyway, I've been reading about it a lot more since the event actually took off, so I'm still kind of learning about all the stuff. But just all the stories surrounding it is actually really fucking cool. It's been a really neat rabbit hole to dive down.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people are. I mean, that's the thing. It's interesting. A lot of people are interested. So, I mean, at the very least, you could have like a cool party. Maybe get like, I don't know, the Phenomenauts or Devo to play. And do like give all the proceeds to charity.
That's one thing I was actually thinking about doing is setting up a GoFundMe or something, or setting up a donation box for a nonprofit. Like turn the viral joke into something that could actually help other people.
Dude, I think that's a great idea because right now you got a lot of interest in it. A lot of people would be like, "Hey, I'll donate to this. Like, make it for a good cause." I mean, perhaps I don't know, alien research, or I don't know, maybe a charity or something. You know, a while ago, I was trying to, the podcast, this a few years ago, we were trying to do a big event when Fred Phelps, remember that guy from Westboro Baptist?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. When he died, I was trying to organize like a big, massive party at his funeral, like at the cemetery like he did. Like instead of a protest, we're going to have like a big gay party. And like get like Lady Gaga or whatever. That would be the
best response ever, especially for the Westboro Baptist Church. That would have been great.
Yeah, and to try to get everybody to go to Kansas. It sort of took off, but not really. It definitely didn't have the momentum that this did. I mean, it sort of did, but at the same time, people are like, I don't want to go to fucking Kansas.
Yeah. At least if you end up in Nevada, the people that fly out, you still got Vegas. It's like an hour away from the meetup spot. So if nothing happens, you can still go party in Vegas, which is always fun.
Yeah, you still go have fun in Vegas. So, yeah, I'm very interested to see how many people are actually going to show up. I would say it's a small percentage of the people who actually indicated that they're going. Yeah. But who knows? You never know. I mean, you might have 1 million people show up in the middle of the desert at 3 a.m.
Now that would be badass. Even if it is a small percentage of people, like what's 2% of 750,000? Like that's still a pretty sizable number.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You know how the Pentagon is releasing some classified info these days, and I don't know if President Trump's behind this. Do you think eventually the military or President Trump or whoever is going to allow civilians to have access to Area 51?
Maybe eventually with government transparency, maybe this will be like kind of a wake-up call, like, hey, people actually want to know what's going on here. But I do feel like they also need to keep things somewhat covert, though. Because we in case we are at war with another country or something like that, you don't want them to know what you're building here. You always kind of want to have the upper hand, which for the American citizens, it kind of seems like they're hiding stuff. But I feel like a lot of the times they're hiding stuff for a decent reason.
Exactly.
At least they could be anyway, especially at an Air Force base. Because I know at Area 51, I believe that's the location they developed the B-2 bomber.
Yeah, actually, I think it was. And that's the thing. You can't let everybody know all our secrets. So anyway, I'm interested to see what happens. Thanks for being on the show. And I want to make sure,
having me, man.
Yeah, I want to make sure people head over to the Facebook event page. It's just Storm Area 51. If you do a search on Facebook, sign up for it. This is gonna be great to see how this turns out. And check out Val's personal page, facebook.com/shitpostinginshambles. Hey Val, thanks for being on the show, man.
Hey, right on. Thanks for having me. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Take it easy.